Hi, this is Mike, Mike's Unboxing Reviews and How To, and on today's video, possibly the best upgrade visually that you can do for your Nvidia graphics card for about £13. Keep watching to find out more. Okay, so in today's video we're going to take a look at a cable. Yes, not very exciting, but hopefully it's going to look very nice. And this actually was sent to us by one of our viewers, Dave Aitken. Thank you very much for sending this over to us. This is actually a super cheap upgrade. So if you're using an Nvidia graphics card, a Founders Edition, which uses the 12-pin connector, then potentially this might be very useful for you for actually either extending the cable or for just making it look a whole lot nicer. Now this comes complete with 3 cable combs. It's using 18 gauge cable and is finished in a very nice kind of waxy finish outer sheathing, so looks very nice and hopefully will do the job. Now in order to use this you will need 2 8-pin or 6-pin connectors from your power supply to plug into this, which then adapts it into the 12-pin connector, which you're used to seeing on things like the 3060 Ti, 3070, 3080 and 3090, etc. Now actually the company that make these, EZDIY, actually do a couple of different versions of this. So if you possibly have the RTX3090, there is a different version of this which actually has got 16 gauge cable in, and this one actually on their website does state not for use with a 3090 or 3090 Ti for some reason, but don't worry, I'll put links for both of them in the video description so you can check them out for yourselves. Obviously if you've got a 3060 Ti, 3070 or 3080, this is going to be absolutely fine. So with all that said, let's get on and fit it and see what it looks like, and hopefully it's going to make a dramatic improvement to the look of my PC, which is behind me. Okay, so this is the graphics card in question. So this is our 3060 Ti, and as you can see, it's got this pretty horrible looking braided section here. There's a big chunk here, and there's wires showing at the bottom, etc. Which I'll try and give you a little bit of a close-up of. There we go. So that just tucks in through there. So what we're going to do is disconnect that. We're going to pull through the cables, connect up our new cable, put it in there, and hopefully this is going to look a lot nicer with our white and silver accents and highlights. So to remove the cable, there's a little indentation, so push that in and then gently wiggle it out, and that will free up the cable. We can then remove this extension because we won't be needing that anymore. And we've got our 6+2 pin here, so I'm just going to go ahead and pull out the other one, which is on the other end of this loop. And there we go. There are our 2 cables. So now we can grab our new EZDIY cable extension with the 8-pin adapters on the end. Just slot that into there. There's one, and then the second one. Make sure they're firmly secured, so then we can tuck all of that wire in back in underneath. Then all we do with our connector here, just literally plug it into our graphics card. And that's snapped into place very nicely indeed. So I'm going to cable manage this in now, just tuck all these cables back in underneath, and then we'll take a look after. Also, we're going to do some tests as well, some benchmarks to see if it actually affects performance in any way, shape or form, although I don't think it will do. Okay, so it's all done and dusted and the results are in, done some benchmarking, and yes, it got 1 more point. So it makes no difference whatsoever to the actual performance of your video card, although I think personally it looks a lot smarter, although now I can see that my tubes from the AIO are standing out a little bit, so maybe these are going to be the next ones to change. Anyway, massive shout out and thanks to Dave Aitken for sending over this cable for us to try out. I think it actually looks very, very nice indeed. Pretty easy to install and yeah, does a great job. Only thing I would have potentially liked is actually for my case to have another kind of outlet for the cable to go completely vertical. That would have been great. Or potentially a few more cable combs on there, although when the cables are trained, then we should be able to move the combs a little bit to train the lower end, which is still a little bit messy, but certainly is a whole lot better. So anyway, there you go. If you want a quick upgrade to the visual aspects of your PC, check out the links in the video description. Looking somewhere in the region of about £13 in the UK, and there's various colours available. There's white, black, black and grey, black and red, etc, etc. So check them out and let us know what you think. So I think that's going to wrap this one up. I've been Mike. This is Mike's Unboxing Reviews and How To, and hopefully we'll catch you in the very next video. Thanks for watching.